Candace Owens just won't stop with the insider stories about her and Charlie Kirk, except that, well, they weren't really that close. Here's someone that points out what he's discovered about the relationship between Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. And it's not what she has you to believe. Check this out. Kooky Candace Owens, and that's pretty much her name now, has a new theory coming out every day about Charlie Kirk. And here's another one. I think the reason she says these crazy things every day is she's getting so many clicks. She's making so much money. Eyes on the prize is how you get paid if you're a podcaster. Now she says that she's absolutely sure that the guy in custody didn't do it. And she has 3 or 4 other people that she's identified as possible assassins. I'm not quite sure who they are because she always says, I have the receipts, but I'm not ready to release it yet. She's now claiming that Charlie was her brother. They were that close. They were best friends. She was being asked to come back and run Turning Point USA. And here's some evidence that says that everything she's saying about her relationship to Turning Point and Charlie Kirk is just made up.
Yahoo trying to spin this into, he's my good friend, I just invited him. Well,
Candace, you recognize the last time Charlie Kirk even retweeted you was in March of 2021. Not to mention, the board of Turning Point has come out publicly and disavowed you. You were not Charlie's friend. You were not close with him. He fired you from Turning Point. Why are you pretending? You don't hold any special weight because you used to work at Turning Point. You are not a friend of Charlie Kirk. You are not close with him. You are not somebody who knows his state of mind. You are not even honoring his memory. No, you're standing on his grave to try to get more views. Like I said, he hasn't even retweeted you in more than 4 years. That means that not a single fucking thing that you've said for nearly the last 5 years has been worth him supporting. That's how I know you're not his friend. That's how I know you're not close. Shit, I've retweeted people I don't even like more often than he's retweeted you. Stop trying to use his memory to increase your own popularity. That's fucked up.
Sorry about the language.
No, you know what? Sometimes, Barry, it is appropriate.
The point being is that she's a revisionist when it comes to history.
Yeah.
And every one of these videos gets seen 1 million or 2 million times. And she's making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a week just in the 1 or 2 pennies you make per view on your videos. And she's got remember 3 weeks ago, she said it was Israel that killed him. Now she says the government's involved, the U.S. government and the CIA and professional hitmen were brought in. We played a video where she said that the shooter came from a tunnel underneath Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Then she had another one that she said the pipes behind Charlie Kirk contained valves made in Israel, which proves Israel wanted to kill him. Then she said that Charlie Kirk had written a horrible, horrible letter to the Israeli government, specifically Bibi Netanyahu, saying, I don't want anything to do with you. So after denying it 2 or 3 times, Bibi released the letter that was confirmed by the Turning Point board, where it was 5 pages long about how much Charlie loved Israel and wanted to work with Bibi Netanyahu. And his criticism was that Israel was losing the PR campaign because they were terrible at it, which I agree with. And so do you, right? So Candace, who used to be a big friend of Israel and kept getting fired from organizations that had Jews working there. And then the last one she got fired from was Turning Point USA, right? Which is run by an evangelical Christian named Charlie Kirk, where his best friend and producer since the start of Turning Point USA is saying, Candace is wrong. Everything she's saying about her and Charlie didn't happen. Everything she's saying between Charlie and Bibi Netanyahu didn't happen. And everything that supposedly happened at that retreat put on by the wealthy donor and supporter of Charlie Kirk 3 people now that were at that meeting have come out and said, Candace wasn't there. She wasn't invited. Her secret sources with receipts were all wrong. We were there. They got along great. And there was no negative talk about Israel. So now she has new assassins.
Yeah,
I don't know when it's going to stop.
No, I don't either. I like that part in the video you just played where he says, heck, he's even retweeted people he doesn't even like.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I thought it was interesting too that so I met Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens at the same time. I went to an event that Charlie Kirk was having in Arizona. This was years ago. And that's the first time I met him, first time meeting her. And she was nothing the way she is now. Nothing. Charlie Kirk, he'd never changed. Charlie Kirk was the same then. Now, he's always been the same. So for her to go off on this deep end, I think it's jealousy because everyone's looking at Charlie Kirk, even paying more attention to him, that he's gone and still not to her. And it's just bitterness. She's bitter. Probably because she didn't get what she wanted, got her way.
Well, I like you, although not as close. Candace and I used to be connected. We'd send messages back and forth. And Charlie, sadly, was going to be on my show. I think it was booked for last week before he was assassinated. And I was told by the Turning Point people that Charlie used to watch my show. So I appreciated that support. I was a big fan of his. And like you and many other patriotic believers in America, the loss is incalculable. Yeah. And we're not standing on his grave trying to make money at it, unlike her.